with 3 guests on Google Hangouts. Art Tizzle.
Hello.
Creeper Gaming 2000.
Hi.
And Brendan Shaw.
Hello.
And this is a huge DVD update for March 6, 2018. And earlier this evening, went to Spin It Music and Video. I picked up 10 DVDs for this update. So, let's begin. The first DVD I got is a 2014 release from Universal of Nonstop, which is which I believe this is also a 2014 film. Hang on. With Liam Neeson, Julianne Moore, Scott McNary, Michelle Derry, Nat Parker, Jason Butler-Har, and Asa Mount. Thrilling and intense. Liam Neeson delivers, says Sean Wicks of Fox TV. Spine, other spine. Back. The hijacking, just the beginning. Time, where is it? 1 hour 47 minutes for APG in Canada, also in Quebec. Now here's the original case itself, which is the pretty much the same. And here's the disc for Nonstop. I have not seen this movie yet, but it seems looks pretty good, so I'll have to watch this movie sometime. Sometimes these slip covers for really hard to get it back in. Next DVD I got is a 2013 release from Sony Pictures Home Entertainment of Elysium, which is a 2013 TriStar Pictures film with Matt Damon, Judy Foster, Chiwetel Copley, Alice Braga, Diego Luna, Ragnar Moya, and William Fichtner. From the director of District 9, that being Neil Lum. Hi, Victor. We have another Google Hangout guest, 20th Century Victor. Neil, but I can't say his last name. Head spinning action. Matt Damon could be not be better, says Peter Charles and Rolling Stone. Spine. Back. One of the most entertaining action films of the year, says Richard Bulber and Chicago sometimes. 110 minutes, rated 14 in Canada, also 13 plus in Quebec. And here's the disc for Elysium. Has an ad for Sony. Merchandise has an ad for Sony Xperia. And there's no barcode. Already expired on New Year's Eve 2016. And this is an uncut Eagle case. I haven't seen that movie yet, but it looks pretty good, so I'll have to watch this movie sometime. Next DVD I have is a 2006 release from Universal of The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, also a 2006 film with Lucas Black and Bow Wow. Adrenaline pumping explosive action, says Chuck Thomas of Movie Reviews and Previews. This is in widescreen. I still need to get I still need to get the Fast and Furious 2009 film, Furious 7 and The Fate and the Furious, and now I have all, then I have all of them. Spine, back. This is the best of Fast and the Furious movies, says Tom Long of Detroit News. Rated 14 in Canada, 1 hour 45 minutes. And here's the disc for the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Have you seen all the Fast and the Furious movies?
Not yet.
All the Fast and the Furious movies looks pretty good, so I might have to watch them sometime. Next DVD I have, this is a 2014 release from Touchstone Home Entertainment of Need for Speed, which is a 2014 film based off the video game Need for Speed, with Aaron Paul, Dominic Cooper, Imogen Potts, Roman Rodriguez, and Michael Keaton. Spine. The back. The only special feature on this DVD, two features on this DVD. Capturing Speed making a Duxon car movie, and Need for Speed Rivals trailer. And there's also an Xbox 360 version of Need for Speed Rivals, which I might plan to get the game Need for Speed Rivals sometime. Rated PG-13 for sequence of reckless street racing, disturbing crash images, nudity and crude language. 131 is also rated PG in Canada and G in Quebec. And here's the disc for Need for Speed. Another movie I have never seen, but it looks pretty good, so I'll have to watch this movie sometime. Next DVD I have is, I think, the 2003 release from Touchstone Home Entertainment of Good Morning Vietnam, 1987 film with the late Robin Williams. This is a Barry Levinson film. The best military comedy is MASH, it's Time Magazine. Spine, Back, Time to Rock It from the Delta to the DMZ. The only special feature on Stevie's theatrical trailer. Radar, 121 minutes. And the DVD itself is still the original late 90s DVD. Here, despite this is a reprint. Here's the disc for Good Morning Vietnam. I haven't seen this movie yet, but it looks a pretty funny movie, so I might have to watch this film sometime. Next DVD I got is a 1999 release in Paramount Home Video. Night at the Roxbury. Excuse me. It's a 1998 film with Will Ferrell, Chris Kattan, Dan Hera, Molly Shannon, and Richard Grieco. This is a widescreen. Spine, Back. Hilarious, don't miss it, says Joseph Zahn of TCI Cable. Rated PG-13, 81 minutes, also rated PG in Canada. Here's the disc for A Night at Roxbury. I might have to check it out, because it looks like a pretty funny movie, so yeah. Have you seen A Night at Roxbury?
Not yet.
Next DVD I got is a 2009 release from Touchstone Home Entertainment of The Proposal, which I think this is also a 2009 film, with Sandra Bullock, Ryan Reynolds, Malin Arkiman, Greg T. Nelson, Mary Steenburgen, and Betty White. And Betty also best known who play Lois from Golden Girls. The year's best comedy, says PHammondHollywood.com. Spine, Back. Laugh Out Loud Funny, says Lil Martin Entertainment Tonight. Rated PG-13 for sexual content, nudity, language. 108 minutes, also rated PG in Canada. And here's the disc for The Proposal. And here's the ad for Blu-ray. I have not seen this movie yet, but it looks like a decent comedy, so I might have to watch this movie sometime. Next DVD I got, this is a 2005 release from MGM of Hoosiers, 1986 Orion Pictures film with Gene Hackman, Barbara Hershey, and Dennis Hopper. The best. Which version is it, Brendan? You mean the DVD distributed by Fox? 20th Century Fox?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Mine's the 2005 DVD. The best sports movies ever made, says Los Angeles Times. Here's the Spine. And the Back. 4 stars. Wonderful. A movie that is all heart, says Roger Ebert. Rated PG Canada, 1 hour 55 minutes. Here's the disc for Hoosiers. Side A was the widescreen side, I think. Yeah, widescreen side. Side B is the full screen side. This may meant to be a pretty good sports movie, so I might have to watch this movie sometime. Next DVD I have is the 2004 release from Alliance Atlantis of The Notebook, 2004 New Line Cinema film with Ryan Gosling, Rachel McAdams, James Gardner, Gina Rowland, James Marsden, and Kevin Connolly, Sam Shepard, and Joan Allen. The best love story I've ever seen in years, says Larry King and Larry King Live. This is part of the New Line Platinum series. Yes, this is a New Line Cinema film. Spine, Back, 2 Vops Up, Zero Wolper. 2004 Miss Ray PG in Canada. Here's disc 1 and disc 2. And here's the DVD guide. I'll do it quickly because I'm almost ran out of time. The last DVD I got today is a 2010 release from Awesome Touchstone of Surrogates. I think this is a 2009 film. I could be right. Which stars Bruce Willis, Randall Mitchell, Rosamund Pike, Boris Kodjoe, James Cromwell, and Ring Rams. High-rating action is MikeGoldberg.com. Spine back. Entertaining. Bruce Willis remains a stalwart among movies of action heroes, says Lil Martin, Entertainment Tonight. How do you save humanity when the only things that are real is you? Rate PG-13 for intense sequence of violence, disturbing images, language, sexuality, and drug-related scene. Anonymous, also rated 14 in Canada. And here's the disc for Surrogates. It's got the sticker. It probably looks like from a rental or something. Not sure what the video store is from. I haven't seen this one yet, but it looks pretty good, so I'll want to watch this one sometime. And that's it for the huge DVD update. Be sure to subscribe to 20th Century Victor, Brendan Shaw,
Yeah.
Cripple Gaming 2000,
Yep.
and Artizzle.
Thanks.
That's it for the update, and see you again next time.